allowing cruelty and stupidity a larger discussion since do is no longer in fashion. And he, Stein, seems to be limiting a child's snickering. He is, and as he is, an echo off of I am that I am. That could be a sign. About a teaching. From here to there, but really from there to here. Okay? This moment, no longer my misery, okay? The more I get to talk about it, the easier it is to walk it. The weight's not on my shoulders, nor should it. Because the object is objective. To change. Is to change. Not everything. Keep the things that work, but alter the things that don't work. And when that doesn't work, try something else with harmony. That's the point. Because that's the best way. I'll describe it as it comes clear. And I was very.
And the reasons I don't really know, but they like a cry for help. Because it's like you have a good idea. That you have a good idea. Thank you. And that's great. Thank you. Maybe they exist. So.
Alright, last one for the day, which is great because then it's 2 o'clock and now I get to go put this away. See how this all works? It's fabulous because it dictates the ways I get work done. I have to do it anyway. This is that. People just get it together. No one wants to blame anyone but me. Are you serious? That's just ridiculous. But okay. What was I going to say? Oh, right. I'm giving back to you except times 3. This is the issue because I have some delivery men coming here with new stuff for my home. There is a feeling of dread constantly. The phone is going to break down, the buzzer, everything. Are they going to be cool with stuff? Are they going to use the bathroom? You know, want to clean things up. This is the kind of stuff that makes it very, very clear. There's this something else going on here. It's related to safety. So, yeah, that's the conversation. That to me, it's a priority. So what? I mean, so hate me because I keep talking about everything. Like I said, when you go through it once, knowledge is got it, and you know, it's bullshit. Like, oh, this is how it works. It's that bad. It's like, oh, okay, well, why can't we just make it better? Okay. We were normalized. So then gives us like, you know, a crumb, and it's like, wow. Oh, for what? You've not done anything, and then you show me what you're. So we're gonna attack that. We're gonna break down decision making because you give people power over your life. They will not think twice. Fuck my phone. What happened? Gotta turn it around. Ouch! And my body is hurting me, so I'm gonna turn this off. This is how whatever's rough you get through. 220 means I can turn this shit off. Transition. It takes a little bit of time. I'm gonna do it. That's how you stop together and plan it out. So your life. My eyes were wide open to whatever was gonna help me get through things. Obviously, and that's why I always say simplicity is the best way. You put things in a good pile. The only difference now is I've renamed that bad pile as evil somehow because that is what it is. We ain't gonna get there the way we sit and stare. Oh please, we say we care. In a not you. It's a tag team of emotions. An implausible, inescapable, indescribable nightmare. Dream if you can face the fact that two people, two emotions that were airtight. And why I keep saying, when you keep spraying, things keep coming back at me. At you, it could be true that you saw trauma by getting through. Identify support. Now I can say that word after I rebuilt my fort. I mean, come on. What childhood games did you play? Close to moving me rhythmically down this deep dark street. And if I succeed just the right speed, and anything that used your imagination, that's the problem with people these days. All you're doing is scheming to get ahead. And that's why I'm not going to distort my meaning when I'm 20 fucking paces in front of death. And that is absolutely fine with me because death can get to me easily. That's it. It's like convection. That means our dreams attack. Whoa. Make no mistake, I'm here to take my life back. The beauty and the movement. It's my duty to self-improvement. Whoa. Be your human dreams. Be a human being, meaning have full range. That's why I will vocalize and take my fucking time. Bring the noise, bring the pain, and not fight the noise. Let me get through this stronger than ever. Refortified like I said I would do. Let me through the summer. That's what being in awe in a city can do to you. A beat flows to my feet, moving me rhythmically down dark Each step, there's a connection. The push-off, the flexion, the first lightest detection, electric pulsing, convection, creates a rising. Feel the beat slam concrete, reverberate through your feet, breezes and gusts twirl and deeper stuff. Don't let it see it's a way out of one's hell. A final next time down the street, feel the beat slam concrete. Reverberate through your feet, breezes and gusts twirl and swirl, smell air that's super sweet. Live a little more like me. Meaning creativity is something unsolvable. I haven't really thought about it all that deeply. The city reminds me of things I find most of us, of what makes you you, and what makes me me. And if I succeed with this deed, next time I will stand with this deed, next time I will stand. The connection, the push-off, the flexion, the first slightest detection, electric pulsing, creates a rising insurrection. Our focus pulled in all directions. There's no time for introspection. That's why we're not living our dreams so serene, unable to see what others see when staring mindlessly in gusts twirl and swirl, smell air that's super sweet. Ooh, over and over and over. They're definitely more positive though, so I don't mind them. But need to expand into other territory. Pretends to be a totally different person. And now I understand why sometimes patience is not a virtue. And that's something I'm going to talk about too. For these ideas and memories, I'm going to get them out of me. And quite honestly, this is kind of what they say for therapy. So okay, I'll try it. You're just basically exposing yourself to it all the fucking time. Because you're going to get it anyway. So it's better to just get out there because you're going to find good things too. And that's going to motivate you in a time when you just need that. Even if that's not you, you'll get back to you. And that's just what you got to do. Holy shit, holy shit, I think this is happiness. I don't know what it is, but it felt kind of like this when I was doing exactly this. So what is it that I'm doing? I have to remember it, so don't. It's basically the sense that I can send all these thoughts away from my head. Oh geez. So that's a bit of shame, or I don't know what the emotion is, but I don't want to talk about the fact that I used to not want to live. Because I'm over it, because I know that I just have to share it, and it's fine. So what was I doing? I'm going to describe it. There's no a-boo-hooing, strewing thoughts and renewing. A feeling? I'm losing it. Just remember, you felt that happiness. It was great. And you recorded it. So don't worry about it. Don't frustrate. You got it saved. And now label it. And whenever you need to go back to it, you can. And why do you always say that yourself has to be your true friend? Be there for yourself in the end. More like you gotta live with yourself. So make sure it's someone that you like. And that means someone who will live up to the hype, not gripe, not always be uptight. Just someone who is nice. Great working mind. There's all these words and voices that tell you things that don't make sense, but they have a reason. There's a rhyme. I'm going to make a list of all the noises in my head. You make a surface, a Teflon-ish thing that doesn't stick. But then you also lose other things. So you gotta know who you are so that you can understand why some things are worth pursuing and some things are not. It's the information that you're spewing that I've got a problem that makes me all hot and bothered. Because quite honestly, I'm gonna react to what you say. Emotionality was an emotional balance, an ability to trust was taken away. So then we have words like, you are worthless, and what was the point of my life? Why was I given this life? Mistreated and shown the worst parts of a person? When given an opportunity to help, they instead disperse motherfucking ignorance? Oh God, and then they use, gross. Okay, so let's regroup. From a distance, you can put the logical thought to it. But you have to erase the fear that you want nothing to adhere, because you have to start fresh. Me putting things down here, the combination of finding them later to ensure that I don't forget these important thoughts. Because I wanted to catch my thoughts, but not all of them. That was the problem. They were all coming at me like a buzzing of flies around one's head. What image is that? Well, sorry, the children, of course. Hello. The ones that are nearly dead, but they're not. They're alive. They're living. They're suffering. Then you move on to... It took a while, I'll admit. It didn't happen overnight. It really happened with start to build trust in others. Because what I had was my family. After violence done onto you do run away. You avoid. Hello. I'm starting to rhyme, which means I'm just getting them out in time, which was a practice I had to do. Trusting this was the right avenue to take because of that paper that I came across. And the reason why I was having so much emotions, negative emotions, was for the stuff that I lost. All right, but I'll regain it back. See, the information, it's about ignorance, and information is about fact. So that's the next step. I'm going to attach fear and suicide to that. Then I'm going to make that chart. And put all the words in. And that's what I'm going to search for now. Because I know I saved those dark moments. But you don't have to hear them. I don't have to hear them. I'm out looking for the words. And that's why you start recording yourself. Because you want to catch the things that you repeat. How funny the things that people repeat. And that's the next step. Is to show you when somebody's stuck in these stories to two other people that are telling you stories. If they don't want to sit down together and face each other, there's something fishy going on. In fact, there's a giant wrong. And it's hard to disarm because... And you have to give it time, but you also have to push it. At the same time, you've got to destroy the bad and create some good. That's the delusion. You pretend you're bigger, stronger, faster, more clever. And for me, a loud mouth kitty cat who roars. Because that's the only thing I could do is say, get the fuck away from me. I'm going to show you my claws, my fangs. I'm going to make it very motherfucking clear. If you allow fear to adhere, then you've lost everything. Nothing good will ever appear again, except in those moments that if you know to take advantage. And that's the issue. With every bad memory, the voices in my head are combated with another one. Oh my God, from the past. And who is attached to the best stories? My family. Alrighty. I protected myself from a world of anonymity. I was real with the people that really knew me, and it doesn't hurt anymore because the words were real at the time. It's the person who changed. They just changed their mind. Brought value to you. Made you look vouch for you. Easy overhead slam dunks for you to just smash. That's the thing you claimed you were doing, was protecting these little lives. I'm sorry, I'm not clever enough to hide all these things in layers of story anymore. And I get it, there's a legality if I just talk about it, but quite honestly, I made a promise to myself to do whatever is best for me, and I'm just going to talk about it, my experiences, and that means everything from the beginning. Because you're given a pile of puzzle pieces that have no shape or form. They just have images, blurs, and when you pick one up, a memory appears. There's no and you don't know what to do with it. It comes with. There's no final composite that you're working with. So instead, you just have to live with it, and that's being in the moment. Being in the moment. You know what? I made being in the present moments for me to adhere to and to go after and to trust, so that when the good stuff started happening, I knew it. Because this was the process from the beginning. I took the good with the bad. It's called making your bed and now you lie in it, isn't it? I mean, we use all these words, and I thought they had meaning. They went somewhere which was unnecessary. And my motto is, when you do something without thinking, there could be a consequence. Because this is what was taught to me. And that was the lesson. You always hesitate. You stop and think. And if you do something wrong, you go back and make it better, make it right. There's always a chance to do it. You're not fucking dead, right? So again, I don't know, are these just super simple lessons that exist in my head, but nobody else gets them except the people that gave them to me? That would be my family, reinforcing things from a very young age. So it's embedded in me to never hurt others. Hello. And because they brought it up, that's the guilt that I'll be talking about. That isn't mine. That was their seeds to sow, and they chose to go there. So okay, if you want to teach kids consequence and thinking, and you say, well, if you made a choice, you lived with it. But they're children, so they get one chance, two chance, third chance. Now we got an issue. Who do we got to talk to? Your parents, your teachers, your coach? What's going on with you? Why do you keep doing this? Set good habits. And if you get into a bad habit, those things stick to the harm in ignoring potential in others. That's neglect too. Okay, I have to say that this is probably one of the best frappuccinos I've ever had. It's a s'mores with a banana. And quite honestly, you don't have that silly top. You did it from scratch, not extra ice. Literally, perfectly blended. Totally well done. Thank you so much. So good. Hi, my name is... And you are? Okay, welcome. This is our classroom. This is the space we'll be learning in. We'll be moving all over the place, and anything in the room is technically yours too. So let me know if you see something, that's not right. I had a stapler issue the other day that a student figured out for me, so that was really helpful. In addition, we have a bookshelf over here, kind of like a quiet space. Give a signal that says, I need some alone time. You don't have to read the book. You can just look at the pictures, exit the moment if you start to feel uncomfortable, which is totally fine. You want to move around the space, okay? Oh, yes, and that's our cat. That's Ivy. That would be so cool. And over here, so consider me like a tutor, because I am here to help you with academics, and I'm here to talk to your teachers if you're, have a question. But I'm also here to make sure that you're confident in the lessons and goals that we make in this room together. An example of that may be maybe raising your hand to be able to be identified as having a question. Definitely have been there where I've kind of regretted, like, shoot, that was my chance, and now I'm not really sure. That's called indecision. That's called hesitation. I'm having an issue with this person in the classroom, and it's really bothering me. I've noticed the last 2 days I've spent thinking about it. I'm not being able to focus on math. What is this person thinking about me? That would cause frustration. And it's just so unnecessary. While we are going to have moments where we need to get testing done and we need to work on things when we have limited time.
Something about it. The wind. Of course. Blows everything. Begins again. A shaking. Everything works as it should. Cause and effect. Makes you feel good.
The most important thing is that you gauge what you need and you express that to me. Okay? However that works. That's why this writing station is for you to take notes for yourself. Write me a note if you want. It's just a way for you to get up and move around. If we're in the middle of a quiet activity, not when I'm speaking at the front of the classroom, and I will identify that as the time where you cannot just pick up and move away. If there is an emergency, please raise your hand, all right? Or if it's a real emergency, just shout it out. Do you have any questions? All right, and finally, we're gonna get to your desk. We use pencils in the classroom, but we also use lots of colors. Work with the pencil as long as you can, because you will be using pens exclusively when you are an adult. That's just how things go. So stick with these pencils with me, okay? I know it's cool to use pens right now for some reason. It's a fad. It will fail. Oh, how funny. And then when I said that word, I was picking up a spoon to have yogurt, and I remember something told to me on the very last days before,
Look at that. Ooh, city tracks. Holy crap. So we've got a doggy walking through wet cement. Goodness. That's okay. Oh, it looks like he did a little... either went through the fence or he took a dump right here. So if looking down has created this amazing landscape of things that I find to pick up, which is supposed to be the point of hair bands, right? I was looking down constantly. Looking down always helps with the dizziness. Don't you see? I can stare at my phone, the dot, and I'm moving and not stopping. See, it's ingenious. It's motherfucking bored. Let's see, sorry. Bicycle. I'm never paying attention on the street. Oh my goodness gracious. Can't stand people around me.
A long talk. I'm afraid Mr. DeWitt will find me boring before too long. You won't bore him, honey. You won't even get a chance to talk.
Oh dear, come here. You see that man? That's Max Fabian, the producer. Now go and do your shots. Good.
Why do they always look like unhappy rabbits?
Because that's what they are. And go and make him happy.
I've always liked your spoons or something. The pattern of flatware. I'm kidding me? Men in 30 their wedding, I don't even know what you call it. For their weddings work. What dimension do we live in? I mean, hey, it's me. All about me. Me. Without this culture, I don't think people really would know what a true friend is. That's the one thing that affected my having personal relationships over. That tells me and why significant. You always record the first. Not that I've not had these thoughts. You always before. Record the last. I never thought to use my teacher to understand some of these concepts. Because I have my voice back, which means not a tumor in my brain. I'm just saying, I love that movie. And Robert Duvall, so sad. Will never die, was so good in it. And I lost being able to follow a news program without instantly story on a big screen because my body is reacting like a freak. Really following the dialogue. Character is. Shit. And how many more minutes is this? No, can't do it. 37 minutes left. I'm already lost. No way. I'm not gonna just force myself to do these things when they're not comfortable. I don't know why. So you start with documentaries. You start with BBC. You start with lectures that I found on YouTube, which are really interesting. That's actually my speed. It's a crime not to understand that knowledge is what we can give each other to help and to be human.